Hello, crafty friends. Welcome to Stamp and Create with Beth. I'm Beth Roy, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today, let me just refresh here and pull up my video. Let my notifications go out, so I hope you all can join me. If you're watching the replay, let me know you watched. Hello, Joan. Thanks for joining me. So you can see, once again, look at all my mess on my desk here. For whatever reason, my phone's really zoomed out. Isn't that so weird? It's different every time I go live. Oh, well, you're seeing my whole desk today. So today we're going to do a quick live. It's kind of a crazy day here. We had a school delay because of fog. And then, well, then we had a remote day. It turned into a remote day. So, I don't have as much time to play, but we are going to do a one-sheet wonder. So if you're brand new here, you've never heard, of a one-sheet wonder. It is simply, we're going to chop up our paper today. And you see a lot more of my work area than normal. So, don't mind my tea. I've moved from coffee to hot tea. And you'll probably see a little mess over here. That's okay. This is my workspace. It isn't perfect. Now, if you're looking for this one sheet wonder, it says pattern 1 on the top of this one. I think I corrected it and called it a template. You can find that over in my Stamp and Create with Beth group. So there's a group that goes with this page. These are in the file section. So if not, take a screenshot so that you can get the cutting guide. It's really easy, okay? So we're going to make some standard cards. And I also want to tell you this, because I've done this pattern 2 different ways. One time I had the 3x3 over here and the full-sized in the middle because it went with the patterned paper that I was cutting. So don't be afraid to rearrange these 2 lines of cuts if they don't work out for the paper. You can also change some of these cuts. You can change this if you wanted, so that they're 3x4s, and then you would have some 2x3s left over. So there are different ways you could cut this, but this is how we're going to do this today. And let me just show you this pretty paper. Good morning, Vicki. Actually, I guess we've made it to afternoon finally. Just barely, right, Vicki? We have 59 and sunny today. Ooh, yay. I think we have a little rain in our future. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow. But we had fog because the temperature was really high yesterday, and then I think some rain came in. So that's just normal for our area. So this, let me tell you about this paper. It is apparently not available right now. It's called Floral Delight. It is part of the it's either the January to April mini or the online exclusives. And I'm really sorry because I've said this several times. The way we're releasing product now, I just can tell you this 100%. It's in my online store. So if you want to view it, you can. But it is not available, and I looked up the date and now it's slipped my mind. It might be next week, I think, but I will keep you updated on the date it's supposed to be available. So it's this really, it does have, this is part of a suite. It must be in the catalog maybe. I guess I could look at my catalog, huh? Let me do just that. I'm sorry. Oh, it is. Okay. So here's the suite in the catalog. Sorry. I don't mean to be so absent-minded about it, but I feel like I have a lot going on, so please excuse that. So this is a suite. It's called Floral Delight, and it has some vellum, and it has this beautiful paper, and it also has a bundle that coordinates with it. So there's a paper in here, I'll show you up close. It kind of resembles this stamped image. I do not have the stamp sets, I just got the paper. So there you have it. All right, let's take a look. Vicky, I don't even know if I'm coming or going today. So I love this one. This one really, really draws my eye, this sheet. And then here's the back. So you can see this is a lot of yellow. How many of you would have guessed I would have liked yellow flower paper? But I do. I love it. There's a green. It's kind of like a crosshatch. It looks like a linen. And then it has these really pretty flowers. I love this. We have, I guess it would be gingham plaid. And then some more flowers. These are pretty. So this is what the stamp set resembles this. And it looks like it's on a piece of like the yellow linen. It has that green, the same texture as the green paper. And then it has this on the back. And then I really love these as well. And then there's the back. It's kind of a dot and stripe pattern. It's really neat. Can you guys, I don't know how well you can see it on the camera. If you got the paper share, you'll get a 1/4 of this paper pack coming to you. So I have everything cut and labeled. It just came in and it will be out in the mail. So look, I like these patterns that I feel like can go with anything. So I compare this with other paper that has Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lolly. That's the 2 yellows here. But it also, this side's very pretty. So what do you guys think? Now I am thinking we'll use this page, but I want to tell you this because I got this paper in and my friends and I have kind of marveled over it because it says it uses Pool Party. And I do not see Pool Party here, okay? I'm just not seeing it. So here's a piece of Pool Party, and here's this background. It could be the way the paper was printed, but this little splotchy dot here really looks like Balmy Blue to me instead. And I've checked online, so I don't know. Maybe it's a mix between Balmy Blue and Pool Party. That happens sometimes when they go for watercolor effects. So I would say you could use either one. I know, Vicki. I was thinking spring cards as well. So I have already my cardstock here. I've picked out some colors. We are going to keep it real simple today. Really simple. So the back side of this paper is this, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan. A lot of times I like to cut my paper and then flip it when I do the 3x3. That I don't 100% love that. So, you know what? I may cut my paper a little bit different based on the pattern. The other option that you have when you have paper like this is to cut it and do the stack, cut, and shuffle technique. So I will do that technique on maybe the next time we get together so you can see how to use some of your paper. So I really want to use this one with the blue background. And there aren't any other papers. Now, see, this has some stamped, I don't know if you guys can see that, and some dottage. And I really believe it's Balmy Blue. So I feel like it's a misprint. I even went online. That is just my opinion. Maybe when you get it, your eye will see something different. But here it kind of looks like Pool Party. but I just can't tell. It's very dark, and maybe it's the lighting in my room. So, that, you know, that's that. So I really love these. I also love this one. And that has a fun pattern on the back. But I think I'm going to cut it just a little bit different today. I'm going to do some different things that deviate from that pattern one. Okay. What do you think? Do you like one of these? Which one do you like better? The one with the blue background or the other one? Any preference? We're going to start cutting. Now, sometimes, like on this one, you might worry about the direction, but I'm not going to, because I think it could go this way, or it could go this direction. I think it looks good either way. So again, I know a lot of card makers call this a one-sheet wonder. But we're just simply chopping up our patterned paper. Oh man, is this the Forsythia? I don't know what flowers are called. I know very, very little flower terms. Some of them I do, like hydrangeas. Those are some of my favorites, but so I am going to do full sheets like this, so that they cover a whole page, but I'm going to, and one of these I'm going to cut a little bit different. I'm going to do these. I'm going to change this up. Let me find my pencil. So that this, instead of cutting at 3, so this direction is 3, and this one's 3 3/4. So these are a little bit different sizes here. So when I cut this strip, okay, so you cut this direction first. That's what my teal arrow means. So you cut the teal direction first, then you cut the purple, and it's labeled. Yeah, so it says first cuts are the teal arrows, second cuts are the purple. So when I cut it this direction, I'm going to adjust this row. I'm going to adjust the size. These are I'm going to leave the same. So I'm going to adjust these. So instead of at 3 inches, I'm going to make them at 4. So I'd have a 4, and a 2. Or no, that's not right. A 4 and a 4 and a 4. So I'm going to change all, these will be 3 by 4s. They're equal. I keep forgetting that I have a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Sometimes I use other sizes. Don't mind me as I work out math. Hey, Christy. Oh, I'm sorry you had a flat tire. You know, I think we're all having a week. Everybody keep everybody in your thoughts. We're having a week. Yeah. We get to go car shopping. So nobody was hurt or anything like that. Just one of our cars died, and so, but thank you for popping in for a second, and I hope you enjoy the replay when you can meet back with us, and best of luck with your tire. I know that's so annoying. Okay, so my first cut, let me pull this in. I'm going to follow my guide on my first cuts. I'm going to deviate when I get to my purple arrows. So we're just going to go with this one. I like this one too. I really wanted to use the blue background, but I like this one as well. Now, oh, let me just show you. If your paper has a direction, you'll want to pay attention to those first cuts, because if you're making, and it may not matter if you don't care, but if you're making a portrait card, this is the direction for the 5 1/4 inch. If you want to make a landscape card, then your pattern would go this direction. So if you cut it wrong, you just might be making this type of card instead of this one. So if you're really set on your planning, then you'll want to pay attention to that. If you don't care, then you're just going to start cutting and whatever cards come are what cards come out. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm going to put my 12 by 12 piece of paper in. So this works with whatever pattern paper you have. And I'm going to make my very first cut at 5 1/4 inch. Okay, that's one cut. My next one's at 3. So this is why I said if your paper had a scene or a character on it that you didn't want to chop, you could change where you're making these exact measurement cuts because you're cutting through the whole piece. Buy a Chevy. Thanks, Joan. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we find. That's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so I'm going to take that 5 1/4 inch by 12 inch sheet. We're going to turn it, okay? And this is going to be cut at 4 inches. So we're going to get 3 of these card fronts. Okay, so this makes a full card front. And I'm actually going to cut one of these again. I'm going to show you a variation. I'm going to cut it at 2. So there's 4 cards. Okay. Now my 3-inch sheet, I want to cut at 4 inches instead of 3. So I'm only going to get 3 cuts out of this instead of the 4 pieces, but I'm not going to flip it around. I just want to make it a different way. This also would work on note cards. So if you're making a set of note cards, this size would work on note cards. The 5 1/4 would not, but you could change this, this piece to be 5 because, or less, and add the difference over here. Okay, you can change this, but I'm not going to make note cards today, so I'm not going to show you note card size. Maybe I need to make a new note card one. Okay, so this is my 3 3/4 inch by 12 piece, and we are going to cut these by 3. So I try to make my measurements so that they're pretty equal to 12 or go into 12 equally, so I don't have a bunch of bits left. So we're going to have all these cute springy cards to do. And I'm keeping it simple. There are no die cuts today. So I've got this pile, and then these. There's all my sizes, okay? And these are very similar. The only thing different about these two is the width. This way, or the length, whichever way you're gonna lay it. So I decided I really wanted to use white because I really like just the feeling. It's kind of gentle. So I like that feeling. So remember, I have lots and lots of strips from where I cut down my paper. So I'm bringing in my strips here, and I'm just gonna lay a strip here. Okay, we're gonna stamp our greetings on the strips, and I might want some of the skinnier ones. I have all sizes. So I might like a smaller one. So I'm just gonna kind of lay that to the side. Now, if you want to do a color, now this is Pool Party. So that's kind of pretty. Who likes that? Let me tell you about the other colors. So I just pulled in some cardstock. I have Old Olive, and I do have another piece of this I can cut. I'm almost out of Mossy Meadow. But I also brought in Mossy Meadow. So the greens, let me just read you the colors that are in this paper pack. So on the back of our paper pack, it tells you Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. I guess it doesn't have Mossy Meadow in it. Maybe that was I don't know. I've typed up a lot of things on the paper packs. So I know some of our paper has Mossy Meadow, but I think it could work. It's a very close color to the Old Olive. So if you're out of Old Olive and you like a darker green, this works as well. So what do you think? Do you like a green? I'm undecided. I do like the blue. I feel like it feels very springy. And remember, we have other pieces, so no worries. So I'm just kind of sorting this out, and this is why I wanted this like this. I'm going to put a little paper behind this, and then we're going to stamp on this, and this is all the note card is. It's just this pretty image. So it's 2 by 5 1/4. You can also adjust this if you're doing big cards to do this at 5 1/2 so that it goes the full length. Up to you. You like the blue? Me too, I think. So we're going to stamp greetings. You could stamp all your greetings at once and then add them. So I'm just stacking these. I don't know what other colors I want. Probably have to grab some more. But we're going to keep this very simple. I need to cut some more bases. I need 2 more. Well, let's just see. What do I have here? I really kind of like that one. And we'll just use this. So there we go. Now, I'm ready to stamp those greetings and just adhere everything together. So on the colored card bases and even my white card bases, I do like to add in white pieces to the inside. That's just, I need to cut some more. I don't have enough for all my cards, but I'll have some for a few of them. So these are 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. That's the size I like. And I keep them in a little photo storage thing. And I'm just going to stamp my greetings now. So I got out Enduring Beauty because I like Embrace the Beauty of You. If you're sending a card to somebody that really needs maybe prayer or lifted up with good thoughts or whatever you do in that regards, you could do Holding You Close in My Heart. I grabbed this one because it has this just a little note, and I like that. This one says God Bless. It also has You Make My Heart Smile. I also have my Simply Said. I already have Thinking of You out. This one I thought it had some good sayings. And then I brought in, I meant to look up Magnolia Mood. I don't know if this is already sold out, but it has a happy birthday or just a note to let you know that you are loved. I like that saying. So I'm in the mood of just sending cards just because. So I wanted to pull out a variety of sayings, and I'm just going to start stamping. Now for my ink color, I chose the Pecan Pie. I just thought the neutral would look good. You can still use gray if you want. I think I hit my camera. I don't know. Here, let's straighten me out a little bit. So I'm just going to start stamping some of the greetings. And I just gently tap onto my pad. These are foam pads. So if you're new to Stampin' Up! Ink pads, the foam pads will squish and ink will go everywhere if you press down into it hard. Now I'm actually going to stand up while I stamp these. And I'm going to try to get them as straight as possible. I'm just leaving some, oh, that one, I don't know if I like that, how that one stamped, but I'm just leaving a little space in between. I'm going to do a bunch of different greetings. I don't know which ones I want yet. So, raise your hand in the comments if you like to do these. I'm curious. I always have people that really like these, but then they don't try them. So I'm just curious who is trying them and who isn't. Ooh, that needs a bigger piece. So I have a whole little bag over here where I have just different size pieces of white. And I'm just stamping. I'm just going to stamp a bunch. So let's chat a little bit. Tell me, how's your week going? What have you been doing? And I'm sorry, I know it shakes my... I know when I stamp, or I clean my stamps, rather, it shakes. There's not much I can do about that. So you're just picking your favorite phrases, and you're going to have a stash over here. It's okay if you have too many. I am going to do that, holding you close in my heart. I haven't inked that up, and I like it. I don't know what's going on with my ink pad. It's a little, I think my ink needs redistributed or something. There we go. That's better. Let's see. Some of them are not straight. That's okay. I'll try to trim them. All right. We're going to go with that for right now. Hey, Dad. Good afternoon. Thanks for popping in on lunch. Ooh, banana bread sounds good. Oh, nice, Joan. Yeah, these flowers would make really great Easter cards. So I'm going to try to salvage some of these that I did not stamp straight. This one's okay. And you can use a trimmer and just trim these, or use your scissors. Now, if you have die cuts and you like to do shapes, you could certainly step this up by, you know, doing some shapes. I just want to keep this really simple. So I'm just using my trimmer and my scissors. That was not straight at all. Okay, these I'm going to bring in my trimmer real quick because I don't feel very confident. Vicki, you're going to wash windows? Yeah. It feels like spring, but I'm not there yet. But I should be. Okay. My trimmer is not laying flat because I have it on top of everything. That's okay. We might need... Now this one, and I know this is probably out of screen. I'm pulling this down here so I can make it a little thinner, and that is really not stamped straight, or I can't cut straight. Could be a little bit of both. Yeah, I don't like that. That one's better. Okay. So, I have my, actually this needs trimmed. I think I made that one worse. Okay, let's try this again. I might have to stamp those again. All right. We're just going to keep moving. Keep going. This one's okay, I think. Nope, it was crooked too. All right. we're going to restamp those. Actually, not that one. Okay. I love that saying, but I didn't stamp it very straight. I did a bad job on that one. That's okay. Oh, yes, the little creatures. Okay. Oops. My paper's sliding around. There, that's better. Some greetings you just have to take your time with. And sometimes when there's a script on there, I go too quick. Okay, and we're going to stamp some on the card, so. Crooked is okay. Joan, do you even know me? It's hard. It's hard to say crooked's okay. You're right. I don't look at those things. I only judge myself, I feel like. But either way. So I'm going to put my piles of greetings there. And I'm just going to take these and I'm going to get going. I only have 20 minutes. We have an appointment. So somebody be my timekeeper. So I'm just going to start putting these. Actually, I might make this one a landscape card. And I'm just putting these on. And I like that the colored base is showing through. I like that. I like when there's a wide border. You get more out of your paper. And that one's crooked. And then you have more cards to share. So I'm just going to put that there. And I like to pop these up. Now, if you have like a corner rounder or something, you could do that as well. Grab my dimensionals here. Try to find some new ones here. So curious, do you break your dimensionals and take them from the middle, or do you start neatly on an edge? So I'm just going to start popping the greetings on there. Now for the inside, if you cut it and you had leftover paper, you could put some strips of paper on the inside. I am just going to put a white piece in here to write on. So if you're not stamping or anything on it, you could use the Willow White. That's it comes in 12 by 12. You could use that for the inside. It's a little bit thinner than the basic white cardstock. So there's card 1. Card 2. Now I'm not going to do all the insides. I'm just putting basic white in there. And again, that measurement for that inside piece is 5 inches by 3 and 3/4. So I'm trying to get this kind of in the middle, but it's not even. So don't fret if it's not exact on either end. It's not going to be even. So again, I'll just put a white piece in there. How about, and I'm using dimensionals on all of my greetings. Oops. So you do the same thing, Joan. Embrace the beauty of you. See, that card's all ready to go. We can write our message in there. Let me pull one of these off the bottom here. One of these and one of these, just so we don't run out of time. So if you like your pattern paper to cover the full card front, and that's what this will do. I really like this dot pattern on the back too. And I'm going to use one of the just to let you know you are loved on this. So I like to use the bigger greetings on the full sheets. You don't have to. If you wanted to step it up, you could do a die cut, like flower. Like I said, the set has a stamp set, or you could add some gems or a little bit of ribbon behind this. So you can step these up if you like things to be really decorated, but I am going to make a mat for that one. So let me get this. For some reason, it's not wanting to line up on the edge here. In my haste, I probably cut it crooked. Those things happen. This is the behind the scenes of a crafter. So I want to use, I'm going to use, put that away for a second, the two-toned cardstock. And so this is a pool party piece that I had cut, and it has a dark side and a light side, and I like this light, soft pool party look with this paper. So again, this piece was 5 1/4 inch by 2. We took one of those 4-inch pieces and cut it in half. So I'm going to cut this piece at 5 1/2. I want it to go all the way to my edge. And then 2 1/4. You can cut it wider if you like a wider matted area. That is up to you. You can vary that, but I'm just going to make it so it layers like this for the front of my card. And then instead of putting a greeting over top, I'm going to stamp on my card base. So first I'm going to adhere these two together. What does my cup say? I'll read it to you in just a sec. Let me adhere this down real quick and I'll pick it up and read it. It's quite funny. My husband got it for me for Christmas last year. It says, it's not dog hair, it's Pyrenees glitter. I love the green, don't you? Vicki, are you surprised? So this one, it's going to go all the way to the edge. Like I said, I think I might be a little off here. And I will warn you, sometimes our white paper has about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch difference. So I'm just going to adhere this here and we're going to go on with it. It fits in the envelope and it'll be fine. It's just if you feel like you cut it exactly perfect, you may find that every once in a while we have a slight variation. Now I'm going to stamp right here on this, and I think I'm going to do let me see, what do I want to do? I usually do thinking, I was going to do thinking of you, but now I'm trying to decide what I wanted to say. I really want a photopolymer stamp so that I can see what I'm stamping. You know what? I'm going to do hello. So you can do a long greeting, or I like to adhere this about the middle, and then I like to put just a little greeting. Now my preference is down here to the right. If yours isn't, put it wherever you like it. So I use that two-tone pool party. We have even more two-toned papers available in my store, and I love it. Two-toned paper is, it is printed, so it has a white core. So if you like to do techniques, it's great when you emboss or if you want to tear. So I could have done a torn edge here and a torn edge here. Maybe I'll do that on the other one so you can kind of see the difference. But it's awesome. So I'm just going to grab my block here and I'm going to stamp right onto my card base. And the best part about scripty words are you can't tell if they're straight all the time, right? So there's that. So we have these very simple cards. The let me show you a torn look with the other one. Grab that out of my pile. So let me pull that piece back in. And I'm just going to cut it so that it's 5.5. Okay. Again, this is Pool Party two-toned. Cutting it at 5.5. And I'm not worried about this because I'm going to tear that. And then we're going to stamp it. I'm just going to, stamp it hello, just like I did the other one. So you just take this and you rip it. And it gives you that white edge. Now, it might not show up really well on the basic white, but we will see. Maybe we'll switch our cards around. And you could even tear this if you wanted it to have the same effect. Oh, thank you, Joan. Joan gave me my time warning. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, today a few things changed and I just have to roll with it. So it is what it is. Oh, yikes. Lost my paper. I'm just trying to make sure it's going to stick down. I'm going to stick it down first. Just make sure my edges line up. Put it this direction. Okay. Thank you. Now, you could put something on like this. Sorry, my fingers are sticky. You can put it on here and pop it up. And I do usually do die cuts. Or you could stamp your little hello down here, which I'm going to do that. I want my little hello to peek. Oh, thank you for that, love. Oh, Joan, you're drawing a bunny? That's awesome. You know, I'm all about the stamp and doodle. Maybe you could use some of our stamped shapes and create a bunny. Use your die cuts for help. Drawing circles and things. Okay. So you can see I still have a big pile to make here. We're not. So I will assemble these and share them with you. But what I normally do is I just go through and I start putting things together like this. I just throw some of my greetings on there. Oh, actually, we'll do that one. And this one. I never did do a thinking of you. I don't like how that one's stamped either. Maybe I'll redo that one. So that's what I do. And then this pile is ready for me to go and just make a bunch of cards. So I can gift these as a set. I can use them just in my stash. I have 5 cards I can send right away. And I like to keep it plain. So depending on how you cut your paper, if you have strips of this paper left in your paper pack, you could add them to the inside, especially those plain ones, like the ones that look like a linen or the gingham. So you could add whatever in. If you make full sheets, you're going to have little strips of paper left. So you could do some of this on the inside, or you could even use some of the florals. So there's one like that. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial for One Sheet Wonders. I know I love making these cards. I will finish these later today and let you see all the pretty. So I know this paper is not available right now, but if you'd like to check out what papers are available, if you need to add something to your stash, you can find my store at bethroy.stampinup.net. And also look at, if you do need cardstock or anything, it is celebration for a few more days. Celebration is through until Friday. And when you spend $60, you earn, you can pick something from the free exclusive products. So if you need any help with a project or a wish list, or maybe you've decided to jump in with the kit, just shoot me a message and I'm happy to help. Oh, yes. What Vicki said, make the envelopes match. So you can use your extra paper on your envelope flap. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for sharing some time with me. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.